Greetings from the Fredericktown homestead. The hogsheads come out of the boiling water. It's been boiling since we came home yesterday, I believe. Gary's taken the taste buds off of the tongue to make it just pure muscle. And that is a nice 1 pound of meat there. Everything is pretty much separated from the bone. The lower jaw has separated from the skull. The bullet went in through the skull and oh, there you go. There's some nice tushes for you. Very nice, very nice. Seth is going to keep this skull as a momentum of his day that he didn't have to do homeschooling. And Seth actually did his homeschooling ahead of time so that he could have Friday to go witness and help with the butchering, slaughtering, harvesting. We gotta have one word for that. Look at this luscious meat right here. No, that looks just delicious right there.
I was thinking right here. It just shreds apart like pulled pork.
Beautiful. That's a big chunk of meat right there. That tongue. Now, so often, I'm going to have to ask Seth if he'd please refrain when I'm videoing. Please. The tongue is most often just discarded. But look at the size of that. That is all pure meat. You take the taste buds off of it, and it's just a big chunk of meat. We have a lot going on today because on the menu for tonight is lasagna, which is a fairly complicated process with the layering on. You have to make sauce and one thing and another. And then we have the meat coming home. Seth and I are going to go pick up the meat. And so there's going to be freeze drying, and there's going to be freezing, and there's going to be, I don't know, canning maybe, I don't know what all, to preserve all the meat. Look at that beautiful meat there. Now this is normally just discarded. If you take your pig to a slaughterhouse, you're not going to get this meat. This meat will be thrown in the trash. Look at that meat. Isn't that beautiful? That's all nice pork.
Trying to avoid the eyeball.
I think the eyeball can go in the offal, don't you?
Yeah. So that's just trying to avoid getting it in the meat.
We're discarding whatever we don't feel comfortable eating, but there's an awful lot on here that is just delicious. We're making well, we talked about it. There's a couple things we're probably going to make. We're going to make corn husk and sioux sauce, and different forms of head cheese. The sioux sauce is the head cheese where the gelatin from the skull is used to form the shape of the pan, and you put the meat in it. I've added carrots, 2 big sweet onions, what else? A thing of green pepper. Now, let me just hold that for a minute. I mean, is it too hot to hold? Oh, it's warm. There's where the bullet went in, right in the middle there. And in this cavity here, in this bone mass. This is the cranial cavity, and the bullet will be in there, in amongst the brain, because what happens is it penetrates the forehead right here, and then disperses into the cranial cavity and just kind of scrambles the brain. This pig was dead certainly within a minute, but more like it was actually dead within a second. The bullet went in there and just hit the. I'm not sure where to put that. I guess I'll put it right there. And there's the jawbone with the tushies on it. The tushies are those big teeth. That shows the age of the pig. This is a 4-year-old, looks like. And this is all the meat. So she's just looking through it, looking for things that she doesn't like. And the making of head cheese. Even amongst the Amish, it's a lost art. The Amish that I got this pig from is maybe about Mike's age, or I would guess. What would you say? How old is? I'd say he's your age.
My age, might have a couple of years on me.
Yeah. He does have a little bit of gray in his beard, but not much. And he's the father of 7, I think. I think he has 7 children. I might be wrong on that.
5 that I know of.
And but you didn't see the girls.
No, I saw the littlest one,
Oh yeah.
the 2 younger boys, and he said his 2 older boys were off at school.
Yeah. He might only have 5. I took them all to the new farm. They're hunting for a new farm. They're going to leave our community and go to a new farm. They can sell their farm for much more. What is that?
There's some inside there too. I don't know.
I think that's coagulated blood.
I think so.
But he doesn't make corn. He doesn't make corn husk, or corn husk is what the Amish generally make, which is with corn flour. They also make Susas, which is the gelatin style. And there's the upper vertebrae. 2 of them. There's a lot of this, that what she's got in her hand there, that's just a fatty material that has just a little bit of meat in it, and it is a real challenge to pick through. It might just end up all in a slop bucket. By slop bucket, I mean our slop goes to the compost, so it's pretty forgiving as to what it takes and what it doesn't. We didn't bring the trotters. The trotters would normally go into this. We didn't bring them. That would have added more meat. But partly he was hanging from 2 of the trotters, and the front trotters we didn't bring. There you go. Head cheese at the Fredericktown Homestead. If you like this kind of video, I ask that you hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, I would hope you'll subscribe. We're going to be doing some house improvements. We're working on putting in doors on our bedrooms and a wall and door to the basement. And I spent most of the night thinking about stairs down to the basement. And we have stairs, but they're varsity stairs, I'd call them. But so we need to improve on those. You have to be a tightrope walker to get down them. But we'll improve on them, and a lot of trim work. We've got nearly limitless amount of cherry for trim, and we're using that. We also have quite a bit of spalted red maple, which is very pretty wood, and we have a nice planer. We have a nice shop all around, and we can make wood into the shapes we need for the trim work. So please subscribe, follow us. We're right at the, I think we have $5.99 this morning. We're looking for 1,000, and at that point we can be monetized. And once we're monetized, we will start spending some money on our productions. Right now, our method is not to spend any money on making YouTube. We're doing what we can do with what we got. But once we get monetized, then we will start spending money on what we need for making our YouTube productions better. So follow us, subscribe. What a beautiful pan of meat. I will talk to you later. God bless.